And that brings us to our last exemplar of 8.2, contextual/story problems involving two-step algebraic equations. So the first show says that suppose that Colin changes to a cheaper long-distance plane. Back in the day, you used to have to actually pay for the number of minutes you would call. Nowadays, you just pay one fee. But this plan charges 4 cents a minute for long-distance calls within Canada, plus a monthly fee of $3.95. For how many minutes could he call long distance in a month for the same total long distance charge of $18.75? So, first thing I want you to do is I want you to realize that this is asking how many minutes. So in all story problems involving algebra, if it's looking for how many minutes, 99.683% of the time, that will be your variable. So your first step, like all our other questions, is step 1 is to find your variable. So I am confident that x will equal the number of minutes because that's what I'm looking for. Once I solve it, I'll know how many minutes there are. Now here it is, right here. 4 cents a minute is how much he has to pay. So what will I do with the number of minutes if each of those minutes is 4 cents? If every minute I talk on the phone is 4 cents, what will I do to the number of minutes if every one of them is 4 cents? I will multiply the number of minutes by 4 cents to calculate how much money I will spend on the minutes I talk. If I spend 1 minute, it's 4 cents. If I spend 2 minutes, it's 8 cents. If I spend 10 minutes, it's 40 cents, yada, yada, yada. But no matter how many minutes I speak, I will pay a monthly fee of $3.95. That is a great example of a constant, right? So your equation is 4 cents per minute plus a fee of $3.95 no matter how many minutes you talk. It's called your monthly fee. That's how much I'm going to spend talking on the phone. If I spend 1 minute, for example, if I spend 1 minute, it's going to be 4 cents plus $3.95. My bill at the end of the month will be $3.99. You see that? If I spend 1 minute. But the reason why this is an equation and not an expression, not a formula, is because now we have an equation. We need that value, that the monthly charge I'm going to be charged, to be equal to $18.75. You with me now? So now we actually have an equation. So step 2 is to make your equation. Step 3 is what? Solve for your variable. So here I'm going to subtract $3.95, or the monthly fee, from both sides. Therefore, the number of minutes I talk, or 0.04x, will be equal to, can I do that? I can't do that in my head. My brain's not that smart. 1875 take away 395 is $14.80. That makes sense. When I take away the monthly fee that I paid for that 1875, I actually paid $14.80 for the minutes I used. It makes sense. Oh, that's terrible. You're right, though. Divide both sides by the number of the cost per cent, or per minute, excuse me, and x will tell me 1480 divided by 4 cents. It will tell me 370. Step 4 is solve it. Step 3 is solve. Step 4 is write a sentence. A therefore sentence. So I now know, since x is the number of minutes and I've solved for it, my sentence will be therefore he talked. Is it he or she? Colin is a he. Could be a she. He, they, she. He talked for 370 minutes.